Alright, let's see if it starts up first thing on a Monday morning with a fresh battery. Choke, fuel, ignition. Ooh, close. Hey! Kicks right over. Hold on a second. And go over and get fuel, it looks like. Oh, goody. Alright. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on. Cold-blooded. Come on. Come on. Come on. Rain likely around 3 o'clock. Oh, goody. Feels like 92, yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, it's hot out here. 86% humidity. Gotta love Houston. Step out of your house and start sweating before you even make it into your car. Of course, I don't have a car. I got a two-wheeler. Happy Monday morning. Headed to my warehouse. Meet a buddy of mine. We're gonna grab a quick breakfast and get back to work. He's got to do a parts run at a little supplier just right next to my warehouse. I mean, literally on the same street right there on Campbell. So he's going over there and he's going to shop for a few minutes while I mosey my way on over that way. Hopefully the commute won't take me more than about 30 minutes or so. I need to clean these mirrors off. This bike is filthy. It's been sitting outside too long. Well, it sat in the warehouse all that time. Months and months. I was trying to look back and see when the last time it was I fueled it up so I could do my mileage calculation, and I haven't filled this thing since, like, I think it was May, because I hadn't been riding it. It was before I did my Life of Birch trip up to Maryland. So I had to go way back through my picture history to find the last snippet of my odometer there to figure out my mileage. And it was only 39 miles that I had put on it from that last ride, parked it, and then brought it back home. So basically 2 trips to the warehouse. You know, a trip to the warehouse, trip back, 39 miles. Economy was not stellar. It was 77, I think, if I remember what the calculation was. I was just putting the video together last night, a little ride vlog on the Navi, but I haven't gotten it finished yet, so that'll be later. Gotta do the important stuff first. Gotta go work, make some money, pay for the electricity to crunch that video. Yeah, definitely need fuel. Can't make it to work on this. That's always been my biggest gripe about the Navi, is that relatively poor fuel economy and a very tiny tank. I mean, 0.9 gallons. Yay. That's tiny, man. And there's so much more room in this, so it could have been a gallon and a half in there easy. So the only thing I can think of is maybe it was some kind of a regulatory deal in India where this bike was developed. Maybe they have a fuel limitation. I don't know. If anybody's from India or knows how that works over there, chime in the comments below. It's the only thing that makes kind of, sort of, somewhat sense is there's got to be some kind of a size limitation. Unless this tank, well, no, that doesn't make sense either. I was going to say, unless this tank is a pull from another application, but no, there's no way. This thing, the way it sits, I mean, I guess it could be a scooter tank and they just built something up around it, but still, why 0.9 gallon? That's just so minuscule. Anywho, it doesn't go very far before you have to feed it again. With these long, steady commutes that I do at 45 to 50 miles an hour, it's only getting low 70s at best. Please lift nozzle. Cheapo. I always get a kick out of all the fuel grade comments that I get in the comment sections on the videos. I don't get it much on this. Nobody cares about little bikes like this, but even the Super Cub and the other mini motos, like, why don't you run premium, blah blah blah. These are low compression engines. They can't take advantage of that higher compression, or higher octane fuel, I should say. If they had higher compression, yes, they could. Oh, 164, look at that. 165, rounded it up to a nickel. 0.5 something gallons over the bar. We'll call that good enough. So yeah, these low compression engines, you know, anything under about 9.5 to 1, 9.7 to 1, you're not going to be able to take advantage of high octane fuel. 87 is plenty good. The owner's manual calls for less than that. I think they say 85 pond, 86 pond, something like that, which is pump octane number. Okay, get the camera ready for the picture so I can record the mileage and get on the road. Oh, hey. Let's see if I can get it in there. I always have to crane my arms around this thing. And there it goes. Cool. On the road. Calculate that later. Through the magic of editing, you'll see it now. Figure out what my fuel economy was for the last run to the office and back. That's pretty much all I got out of it. 50 miles roughly, maybe. Probably less than that. Probably about 42 to 45 miles is what I'm guesstimating. Ballpark. Maybe less. Okay. Wait for the fuel pump to prime up there. Not. Okay. Ooh, God, it's sticky this morning. 86% humidity, 89, whatever that was. Thick. Gumbo. Just missing the rice. Got plenty of sauce. So, what else is going on in the world today? Biden was sleeping while his party surrounding him did a coup and knocked him out of the running for the presidential race, apparently. There was no presidential seal on the letter that was sent out on X. I think that's where it first went out, was on X. Just the irony, just absolute gobsmacking irony that, you know, all the Democrats and the liberals hate Elon and hate X and all that, formerly Twitter, for those of you who aren't keeping up. They hate it, and that's why they chose to announce that he is not running. He's withdrawing from the race. Now, every senator, everybody out there is calling for his immediate resignation, but I'm not really a fan of that. I think that's probably a bad idea, because that means we're all left with the cackling cow as the CIC, which is just a disaster. That's dangerous. It's not good. Not smart at all. So many other people could fill that role. She's not one of them. It's just a horrible security posture for the nation. So, I mean, everybody knows that Sleepy Joe hasn't really been manning the tiller on this boat for a very long time. He's just a show pony up there on the stage to shock and awe everyone and hope that we get so fed up with it we stop looking, because he's not running anything, I mean, except for in his shorts. But it's the people surrounding him that are running the administration right now, and that's the other thing that everybody's asking, you know, even at the highest levels. It's like, all right, this is beyond absurdity. This is dereliction of duty, and who is really running the country? So, you know, long story short, he hasn't addressed the nation regarding this withdrawal from the presidential race. Probably because he didn't do it. His cabinet, his staff did. The powers that be decided, nope, you're out of the game. So we just witnessed an actual coup. A quiet one, but it was a coup. There's no two ways about it. That was definitely a coup. We just had the sitting president of the United States quietly overthrown on an election cycle. Crazy. I won't go any more into the politics today. That way, if I decide to not make this a raw video, I don't have too much to chop out. It's going to be an interesting few weeks, a couple of months or so leading up to the elections in November. Gonna get crazy. Just the amount of theater and redirection going on is crazy, and it's all subterfuge. We're well entrenched in 5th generation warfare, where you never know who the bad guy really is. It's all false flags and doing things behind the scenes well enough that it's very hard to connect the dots, because it's all pointing to someone or something else, and you never know who your real threat actors are. Asymmetric warfare, 5th gen. It's been going on for quite a while, but the tangible effects aren't so hidden anymore, and even the strings are starting to be seen above the curtain, so people are waking up to it. And that's on both sides. I'm not taking just the conservative side. I'm not necessarily a traditional Republican. I don't believe in either party, because they're both just corrupt gangsters on both sides of the aisle. It's two warring crime families fighting over who gets control of the block for the next 4 years. That's all it is. Don't want to be behind dump truck, boy. I've had enough rocks in the shin to know better. That shit sucks, man. It really sucks. You're following behind a gravel truck or something like that, and you don't even have to be going all that fast, but you know, anything above about 40 miles an hour hurts, man. It's like a rock half the size of your fist to your shin at 40 miles an hour. That'll wake you right up. Whew. I've had to pull gravel out of my knuckles, you know, not wearing gloves, and out on the highway at 65 miles an hour, and I've actually had gravel get projectiled into me and embedded under my knuckles. I have to dig it out. Oh, that sucks, man. It hurts a lot. I ain't waiting on you people. Navi on the highway. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Come on, Navi, uphill. Got my helmet down. I'm looking at traffic. Don't think I'm being a complete tit. Yes, I am a tit, but I'm not a reckless tit. I'm maintaining over 50 up that hill. That's not bad. This is a Houston mountain here, man, so I just maintained 50 up the mountain. Nice. Nice. I want to eat there today. Maybe. No, not that one. That one. Ciro's. Oh, these tires hate this grooves. Nobody coming to get me? All right. Yeehaw! 55 miles an hour. 54. 54, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4. Right there, I can feel it slowing down. It gets up to 54 or 55, and you can feel it. It decelerates. It doesn't just taper off. You feel it dip. So I guess that's CDI. I think Rolling Wrench did some work on the Navi that he was playing with, and put a CDI in it. I know that he did some carburetor stuff. So yeah, I'm coming over. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go. It's like a 52 card shuffle here. People aren't lined up. What's going on? Go while it's green. Don't make me sit here. Go! Go! We'll give them the constipated whine. Go! See ya. Sleeping at the switch. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. I didn't have my coffee this morning. I made coffee. I didn't even drink any of it. And when I say I made it, I mean I made the pot and I didn't drink it. It's just terrible. Faux pas. Party foul. I need coffee. I need food. I didn't eat. dinner again yesterday. I've been trying to do 18-hour fasts pretty steadily. My stomach, I don't even know if I vlogged it during that interval or not, but man, I ended up messed up about 2 weeks ago. I don't know what got me. Some kind of a stomach bug or food poisoning, I have no idea. But I was blowing both ends out for 3 days. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean, I had nothing left to give on either end. Go! Much. Get the f going. It's not going to be green all morning. Put your phone down. I can see her on her phone. She's sitting there texting. Anywho, so I was not feeling good, man. I would have to drink a couple of big glasses of water with Alka-Seltzer just to give me something to expel. The dry heaves were that bad. So 3 days, 2.5 solid days, I just couldn't keep anything down, couldn't keep anything in. It was awful. So since that point, I've been doing 18-hour fasts and trying to reset whatever is going on. And I'm still getting nausea and stomach cramps, like, you know, not hunger pangs, like real stomach cramps. So I don't know. But I'm hungry. Long and short, I'm hungry. I want food. Last thing I had to eat yesterday was noon. 12:30. We made brisket over the weekend. My wife found a really good cut of brisket. I think it was a 16-pound brisket, something like that. On clearance at HEB, I think it was. One of those hurry up and eat it now, it's spoiling. So we prepped that and I smoked it Saturday night, and oh, it's good. Oh my god, it's good. We've been eating that for the last couple days, but if I had had more time this morning, I would have carved off a half a pound or a pound worth of that and brought it with me for lunch today, with some mashed potatoes and some of the beef renderings out of the bottom of that brisket pan. Better than Thanksgiving. Ugh. The box in the back rattles so loud. I love these SHAD cases. They're great, but when they're unloaded, they rattle a lot. The quick release bar rattles. That's the supplier right here that I was talking about when I left the house. Not a big place, but they've got a good selection of telecom and IT supply, and cable and patch cords and connectors and telco stuff, you name it. You get a lot of stuff in there. So my buddy has been shopping with them for years and years and years. Actually, longer than I've been at this warehouse. The warehouses weren't built when that place opened up. So we've been coming over here for 12 or 14 years, I think. And I've been here about 10 years now. 9 or 10. I don't have to look at my original lease, try to remember when it was. I'll say it moved in 14 or 15. He's not here yet. Okay, I beat him. Okay. Private parking. I'm gonna go inside and wait in the air conditioning. If my air conditioning is even on. I doubt it. Probably turned it off. Which means I'm gonna sit in there and sweat just like I would sweat out here. So what's the point? I'll catch you all later.